Ladies and gentlemen, has the world gone mad? Are we in the final act of human intelligence? Or is this just the opening scene of some bizarre post-apocalyptic satire? Because right now, it feels less like reality and more like a sequel to the 2008 movie Idiocracy.
Mankind became stupider at a frightening rate. Some had high hopes that genetic engineering would correct this trend in evolution. But sadly, the greatest minds and resources were focused on conquering hair loss and prolonging erections.
Where buffoons and celebrities have taken over the wheel, steering humanity into a brick wall, shouting, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing."
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Yes! This is what victory feels like. Yeah! Thank you.
So let's start with the man of the hour, Donald J. Trump. Not only is he back in the White House after surviving a trial on 34 felony counts, yeah, that's right, 34 felony counts, and he was found guilty.
Breaking news out of a New York City courtroom right now. President-elect Donald Trump is being sentenced in his hush money conviction just 10 days before he is set to return to the White House. The unprecedented ruling follows a 5-4 decision by the Supreme Court to deny Trump's last-minute appeal last night.
Donald Trump will likely go down in history as this country's most moronic president. I want to remind you all of the bright idea he had regarding nuking hurricanes. He had been quoted as saying the following, Axios had reported this, I got it. Why don't we nuke them?
We've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, and it's just been announced that a second brand new coal mine where they're going to take out clean coal, meaning they're taking out coal, they're going to clean it.
His Trump meme coin skyrocketed his net worth to over $63 billion. That's not just wealth, that's cartoon supervillain territory. And the coin, it's not even marketed as an investment. No, it's a symbol of support. Like one of those tacky collector plates that skyrockets in value because it's attached to someone infamous. And, well, also note that that coin has already crashed. Instead of only a plate, it's a digital token fueling a financial circus. And let's not forget the company that this guy keeps, Elon Musk. Yes, the same guy who tweets about saving humanity, but can't resist a good controversy.
And we're gonna take Doge to Mars. I mean, can you imagine how awesome it will be to have American astronauts plant the flag on another planet for the first time?
Most science fiction of the day predicted a future that was more civilized, but as time went on, things seemed to be heading in the opposite direction, a dumbing down. How did this happen? Evolution does not necessarily reward intelligence. With no natural predators to thin the herd, it began to simply reward those who reproduced the most and left the intelligent to become an endangered species.
Having kids is such an important decision.
We're just waiting for the right time. It's not something you want to rush into, obviously.
No way.
Oh shit, I'm pregnant again!
I got too many damn kids. Thought you was on the pill or some shit.
Hell no!
Must have been thinking of Brittany.
Brittany?
So he has joined Trump's administration and made not one, but 2 gestures that look suspiciously like Nazi salutes at his inauguration rally.
Thank you.
Whether or not that was intentional or just an awkward attempt at looking patriotic, the fact that we're even having this conversation is proof enough that we've entered the Twilight Zone. And this isn't just some rich eccentric guy playing pretend. This is the richest guy on Earth, now part of the American government.
It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
Let that sink in. Is this satire? Did we collectively fall asleep and wake up in a Black Mirror episode? But it gets even better. Trump, fresh off his second oath in office, got right down to business, signing off a flurry of executive orders, 200 on his first day. That's not leadership, that's a shopping spree.
This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
He cancelled asylum appointments, revived hardline immigration crackdowns, and even renamed national landmarks on a whim. Why? Well, because he could. Because apparently, when you're a billionaire with a meme coin and a loyal following, you can just rewrite the rules of history or reality. And while all of this is happening, we have billionaires not just influencing politics, but running the show. Musk, for example, now leads a federal cost-cutting initiative which sounds like something out of a dystopian novel.
Yeah! There's always problems in life. You know, there's this problem, solve that problem. But you know, there need to be things that inspire you. There need to be things that make you glad to wake up in the morning and say, I'm looking forward to the future.
And when the richest man on earth was put in charge of government efficiency, the end. These people who are supposed to be helping the world, but instead they're creating meme coins. To the moon. He even mentioned Dogecoin going to Mars in his speech.
And we're gonna take Doge to Mars.
Trump released over 1,000 of the January 6 rioters on his first day back in office. He's literally writing the sequel to the Capitol storming by giving everyone involved a get-out-of-jail-free card. And what's the reasoning? To bring them home. As if they were soldiers captured in battle, rather than people convicted of trespassing and violence. The leader of the Proud Boys is cheering. The far-right extremists are marching again. And yet, some people still think this is normal. This isn't governance. It's reality TV on steroids. It's as if the country's been turned into a giant episode of Survivor and the billionaires are the producers rigging the votes. And the citizens are the audience. Left to wonder, are we ever going to get a new season? Or is this just our lives now? Is it a stretch to say we're living in Idiocracy?
Meanwhile, the population exploded and intelligence continued to decline until humanity was incapable of solving even its most basic problems, like garbage.
We've got the world's wealthiest men wading into politics, spreading conspiracy theories, launching joke cryptocurrencies, and walking into the White House as if it's a fraternity party. Now, let's not forget the promises this guy made. The endless, over-the-top, never gonna happen again promises. Remember the wall? Yeah, it was gonna be the greatest wall the world had ever seen. Except it wasn't. What we got instead were a few miles of patchwork fencing and a mountain of lawsuits. Infrastructure week? Never happened. Healthcare reform? Nope. Time and again, he rolled out these grand proclamations. It's going to be huge, but they'll love it. Only to quietly sweep these broken promises under the rug when they didn't materialize. That's just fake news. His track record is one of the loud promises followed by even louder excuses. And the American people are left holding the bag. So what do they do? What do we do? And how do we stop the world from sliding into madness? Maybe the answer is just to wake up, pay attention, and hold these so-called leaders accountable. Because if we don't, the joke's on us. The joke's on you. And trust me, this isn't a joke we can't afford to laugh at.